All right. That's it. We're here. We've made it. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is the most calm and ready I've been to start a stream in a long time. So hi. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever. See? And now, there we go. There's the chaos. I was like, okay, I'm chill. Like, I'm all ready. I didn't even really need to do, like, I'd already gotten all of my, I ate, went to the bathroom, I got myself a drink. Like, I was just sitting here chilling, listening to my music. You know, went to my chatting screen and went, blah, blah, blah. So, that's where the chaos is, right? Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hi, I'm a practical eccentric. I'm a practical eccentric, and I get to read a lot tonight, so I'm super excited about being tongue-tied. That's gonna be awesome. But I hope everyone is doing well. I need to turn down my ears because now I'm distracted by sound in my ears while I'm speaking. So, hopefully everyone is doing well today. I'm doing okay. I'm still dealing with some ear congestion. It's like my ears are right on the verge of clearing. They're better. Like every day is just like a little bit better. But Monday will be 3 weeks of crap. So I'm really ready to be completely done because like I still have congestion because it's allergy season with wacky weather, which is always exacerbating for my allergies. And yeah, I am ready to just move the hell on because, you know, it's going to be, I don't even know. I feel like it's, oh yeah, it's 76 right now. And we had snow on Monday. So, what the hell? Anyway, but yeah, it just always makes my allergies that much worse to have this freakish up and down weather happening. So, you know, but if it's warmer, spring, you know, is usually a motivational feeling. It's like, okay, I want to start doing stuff, open the windows, be outside, you know, start thinking about plants, you know, things like that. And when you feel like crap and you can't hear out of half of your head, then, you know, just adds like a layer of, come on, man. So I think we have shuffled enough. Let's see if we get another duplicate or if we will get something new today. All right. It's new. Okay. It's trust. See? Trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. A defensive wiener. And honestly, I do agree with this sentiment. I do tend to be an optimist by choice. I'm a realist because day-to-day life demands it, but I still choose optimism. So, yeah, good reminder. Way more fun to live with trust. Honestly, I feel like it's that whole like worry doesn't actually help anything. It just uses up energy. And I worry about things, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think that's a normal part of the human condition, but I really try not to focus on the worry or worry too much or worry about everything because action is far more effective than worrying about things. Sometimes the waiting is what sucks the most for me because, you know, if you can't move on something, like right now we're getting car stuff worked on and waiting on that just sucks. Because, what is it? Yesterday we took the car in to get its headlight replaced. And it's expensive because it's a fancy light. It can't just be a regular old light. But, took it in yesterday. Guy opens the box and the new light is broken. So he has to send it back and get another one. So the new one came in today, but he didn't get it in time to fix it today. So... I'm just grateful to be able to have a second vehicle and the ability to shift schedules enough to be able to just function and get things done anyway. So, let's get the sound going on. But yes, waiting sucks. I'm a doer. I like to be in action. So anytime I have to be patient, it's always just like an exercise in patience. Or, yeah, an exercise for me. Patience is an exercise in patience? No. Patience is an exercise. Takes a lot of energy to be patient for me. So I try to focus on doing other things while I'm waiting on those things to happen. And when I feel like crap, you know. Ugh, okay. Where are we? Why is the sound not on? Did I not actually apply it? Do I need to reload the game? Oh, my ears. My ears are turned down. There we go. I was like, I turned everything back up. All right. Nope, cancel. No. Back. Okay. Oh, and I have chill hop. That's still on. I still have my music going on. Okay, hold on. Oh, see? Everything was all ready and I was on time and I was so chill. And then I had to figure out how to insert some chaos because of course I did. So there we go. Oh man, it's nice to know we are consistent in our chaos and our chaotic expression. Okay. So, let's see. What have we had happen recently? We've got a ton of plants now. I think I actually got them in alphabetical order. So that's cool. I've got an elixir. That's right, I have a way to make elixirs now, although I haven't had call to make another one yet. I've got 2 clue cards and more raven spider. Was I looking at this to see if I had a raven and a spider on here? I do. Does that mean it's 2 directions? Like 2 locations off of this one? And 8 miles to the east from the tree, the great oak. Alright, so let's do that one first. Because it is the most obvious. Where the heck was it? Somewhere down here. Okay. Alright. Alright. So I made my title tonight of Who Can We Trust, because I'm still worried that I should have gotten Simone some truth. Whatever the truth plant was. And I didn't. Because, I mean, she's been straightforward and helpful, so I'm hoping that it wasn't a mistake. But does that mean the other person is a little sketchy? Maybe. I don't know. So 8 miles to the east, it said. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is that? That's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing here. What? Was that not the tree? There's no little thingy. The great oak. I thought that was what that tree was, though. Get out of my way. Is this not that tree? Oh! Hold on. Oh, oh, it's in the archive. It's in the archive. It's not this tree, is it? Where was that symbol? Well, I kind of want to go and look at the tree again then. Just to see, I thought it had that symbol in it. Oh, hold on. If I go home, it'll fill up a little faster. Yeah, I'll ring the bell in a minute. I see you over there blinking at me, but... So I'm debating right now about picking up the new video, like, what is it called? Like retro rewind. It's you run a 90s style, like not corporate run, but like one of those old video stores before like Blockbuster and Hollywood Video and Family Video and all of that took over. And I'm really tempted, man. I played a little bit of the demo and I'm just like, oh. And it's tied to Bookshop Simulator right now, so it's got like a special discount going on. So I'm just like, should I get it? I kind of feel like I should, because it's got that nostalgia thing. Not just from me working at a Blockbuster. It's not a Blockbuster, but it's still kind of got a similar vibe. But also because, like, I remember the excitement of going to the video store, you know? And I'm a 90s kid, so. Okay. So it says, a huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could have ever imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Okay, so it doesn't have the symbol here. Where have I seen this symbol? Is it here? Is it the daughter stone circle? Is it the Swinside? I've seen that symbol, but where is the question? Tomb of the Hunter. I thought maybe it was on... I'll do it. Okay. I thought it might be that one letter where this. Which is about here. So if it's about here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Kendall, I kind of feel like that's not right. So I just wish I could remember where the heck I saw this. Like, I almost feel like it's at this circle. And if that's the case, then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing here. Okay. Well, poop. I don't remember where that symbol was. That's so frustrating. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do the ring-a-dingy. Ooh. Sorry, baby. I didn't mean to scare you. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. And of course, now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way, and I'm worried about him. Oh, crap. What mushrooms did he eat? Hold on. Thora Dunn. Do I have a question? I don't have her as a person. I can't see her conversations. I don't remember what her conversations were. Is there a place I can see what conversations I had with her? Or whoever took the mushrooms? Shoot. Okay. So... Wandering View, that's probably not it. Sunset Mount Cap. This is the real problem for not... Hold on a second. For not... like, doing this all in one sitting, you know? Okay, so this is not a poison, though. Sharp This is about movement. It's not about poison. All right, so what else do I have? Copper Caledonian. Okay. This plant has a rejuvenation effect. Most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing out are in fact a type of fungus themselves. So it's not really a mushroom, but I wonder if it would be mistaken for one. And I feel like we have an antidote on this page about it. Often fatal, no known cure. Well, it's probably not that then. Because she's asking for something. Bishop's Parasol. Mushroom found in the dark and damp places. Feeding on any light. Keeping... Okay. Alright, well, what else do we have? We have Spring Wax Cap. Which I don't think I've discovered yet. Okay, this relieves pain, so it's not about that. Oh. Hop heart boiled in vinegar. I don't know if I actually have access to vinegar. Like, can I make it do? Make it do! No? Okay. Sunset Mount Cap, generally not fatal in small doses. Used crushed leaves from sour bandy to cure. Bishop's Parasol can be remedied using the sap of lemon dandy. Farmer's Worry. I don't think I have done that. Did I give him mushrooms? Is it something that I have given? And if so... I feel like I have two options. Well, maybe three options. Copper. No. Bishop's Parasol. I don't remember what I gave. Okay, well, we'll just have to take a stab at it. And maybe it'll be this. The sour bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been so low. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. The name of this plant derives from the fact that although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. Okay. Is it this? Nope. Okay, get out of my way. Well, we could do... I was just looking to see if anything else seemed to have a large stamen. That seems to be the largest that I have. So, hop heart or a lemon dandy, maybe. So let's do a lemon dandy. Okay. All right. I just wish I could remember what mushroom this person took. So, do I already have Royal Gentia? I do. Oh. Well, maybe it's Hop Heart. I'm gonna try Hop Heart. Okay. There goes my mind. Alright. I might have to do a hint just because I don't know where... I don't remember what's going on with this mushroom situation. Hello. And how are you? I don't remember what this person got. I don't know if they got the mushroom from me, but now I can't cure the poison, so I'm having some issues figuring out where we left off. But I hope you are doing well. And if we have to use a hint, we have to use a hint. And that's just how it's going to have to be. Okay. Well. It's kind of long here and long there. Just seems like it should have something up here, but... Like, this doesn't seem right. Okay. Doing fantastic. You adopted a dog today. How fun. I'm happy for you. So it's literally puppy love. Is it a puppy or is it an older dog? And what kind? Or do we not know? Are we a mutt dog? Either way. Okay, stop guessing. I feel like this one's not right either. Man, I am just not seeing it tonight. Is it going to be one of those nights where I'm just like, bleh, brain-wise? Maybe. She's 2, a mix, trained for everything except the leash. Oh, well, that's sweet. Congratulations. Do you have a name already, or are we still trying to figure it out? Or did she come with a name that suits her? There we go. Quite. Did that? Oh, okay. Sometimes it's hard to, like... She came with Princess Peach. You nicknamed her Prissy. That's funny. I wonder if they were Mario lovers then. Because that would be, you know. Like, I could see my kid naming animals after Mario or Sonic characters for sure. Okay. Next week is their spring break. So my oldest is pushing hard to get school stuff done. The quarter ends tomorrow. So sweet. And a daddy's girl already. Aww. Well, I'm glad that you got... I'm assuming that you've been wanting one, maybe? Or maybe she just happened to fall into your lap. Sometimes they do that. Where they just decide, like, oh, no, you're going to be my parent. We had a cat that was like that. Actually, the last cat that we had, it just happened. Like... We didn't want a third cat when we got him. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give you really specific criteria because my coworker was like, my sister's cat had kittens and we're trying to find them homes. And I was like, okay, it has to be male and solid gray, not a tabby, because we had like this monochromatic thing. We had a solid black cat and a solid white cat. And so we're like, okay. It has to be solid gray and male. And she's like, oh yeah, we have one that's like that. And I was like, damn it. So, and then the black cat, we went in to look at a different black cat, and the cat we came home with was a different solid black cat. So sometimes they just find you. And that's just, you know, there's nothing you can do. You've been tagged. Hint button to the right of the shop screen. I might have to use it. Okay. Because it wasn't... Oh, did I do Hop Heart? Where did it go? Hop Heart should have been here. Did it get put somewhere? What does Hop Heart look like? Firm leaf scrub stems leading to blue flowers. Okay. And I've already figured it out, so it should be labeled. What the... Hold on. I tried the one that I thought might be Sour Bandy. I've tried Lemon Dandy. Did I try Royal Gentia? Did I not give somebody mushrooms and I'm supposed to be... Where is Hop Heart? Lemon Dandy. Harlequin Blue. Jacob's Worth. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Already. It's no good. Did I forget to label it? That doesn't look right. What am I doing? Why can I see too much of my face? I don't need too much of my face. Okay, there we go. Is it? No. What happened to this plant? Solomon's Scepter. Oh. Did I try that? Okay. Okay, then that might be Royal Gentia then, this one? Okay. Maybe I didn't, because I don't have Farmer's Worry, so maybe it was just her saying he ate a bunch of mushrooms. And not, I gave him mushrooms that he then used incorrectly. Okay. Liverstone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. The liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. So I'm guessing it's maybe this one. Scoot. Scoot, y'all. Put a picture under her... Oh. We have to see the new baby. Oh my goodness. She looks like a princess. So cute. Well, congratulations. I like visiting dogs. I don't have a great desire. I think we've had this conversation before. I don't have a great desire to have a dog. And if I got a dog, it would have to be a corgi. Like, it, not really, but, you know, like, that would be what I would pursue. Just because they have, like, these giant ears and little nub tails and, like, little legs. I don't know. They're so stinking cute. But I like visiting dogs, and I generally get along with most dogs. But dogs are a lot of energy that I don't have to give at the moment. Maybe if I was, like, once my kids are grown or something, maybe. But my husband's not really a dog person. Although he has talked about a dog, which is weird. Because I'm like, you are not a dog person. Love corgis. I know, right? They're so cute. Like, they just can't help but be cute. Lots of dog breeds are really cute, though. Oh my gosh, what the hell? I have been to Blackcomb. I have fought the servant and lived, but still my adversary stands. It must be defeated. For my part, I am ashamed to say that I am done. And my soul could use the tonic of St. Quentin's elixir. If I am ever to recover from the horror that I've seen, I don't know what St. Quentin's elixir is. Okay, that makes me think I have to figure out what the hell is going on with these. So I'm going to try the Raven card. Endmore. Wherever the heck that is. Endmore. And then it's got Raven and Spider. So I'm going to try Spider. I can see Sizer to the northeast across the river. Okay. Okay. So the spider was here. And the raven is here. And it said Seisberg. Okay, so this one is... What is this? I like it when the maps have the lettering and numbering on all the sides, so I don't have to worry about going all the way across. I have a cutting mat that I use for book preservation stuff, and I wrote the numbers on the other side because I was like, I have to be able to measure all the way across this 4-foot long mat. Which is driving me bananas. All right. So this is H29. And this one is K25. So from K... Wait a minute. No, it's not. This is L25. So L25 to H29. Is it this? Now, it referenced Sizerberg, or Sizerg. But I'm going to kind of split the difference and see if it matters. Nope. Okay. Okay, maybe I should go ahead and do the Raven side and just see if it tells me anything, because the spider side told me about that castle. Maybe if the Raven side tells me about the castle too, maybe that means I need to go to the castle? Maybe. Because both of these clue cards are throwing me off. You don't happen to remember where I saw this tree with this symbol on it, do you? Because I know I saw it somewhere. I can't for the life of me remember where. And more. There are more important things I could be doing. Okay. All right. Well, perhaps I will go to that castle then. and see if it makes a difference. Don't remember. I don't either. I was kind of hoping to figure it out instead of using a hint this early, but it's the only real problem with taking so much time off in between is that my brain does not hold on to all of the information because so much stuff happens in like real life and other things that I'm just like, that was 4 days ago. I don't know what happened 4 days ago. All right, I'm gonna look here. Oh, I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elspeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture. Didn't I talk to her already? Is this new stuff? She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next, and this one too, she says. This feels like I've done it before, though. I'm quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have time to make a thorough study, or as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elspeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. I have already explored here and found all there is to find. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. So this Arnside Antiquities. Briar's Disc. Well, what else about this? Endmore Raven Spider. Yeah, I just wish for the life of me I could remember where I've seen this. Should I try 8 miles to the east of... Because it wasn't the tree, and it wasn't... What else did I try? Gosforth. St. Quentin's Elixir. Broken Dendra is loyal to the summoner. Site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher of the Great Oak. Specific plants are not known. Okay, so that's just we don't know yet. Is there a place on the map called Arnside? Let's take a look. Ambleside, Hawkshead, Slend, Backbarrow, Arnside. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixir that demand further study. All right. Excellent. St. Quentin's Elixir. Fan-frickin-tastic. The Elixir of the Damned, made from a combination of arbutum, alcatraz... Oh, those are the scientific names. Arbutum, alacritus, maculosis retinentia. There we go. And mens fortis. This powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It is said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost alive, but no longer really with us. That sounds crazy. Okay. And St. Quentin's elixir. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near the edge of a cliff. A 5-pointed leaf of to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, and a seed pod for luck. Okay. Well, Trixie. Okay, let's go ahead and go over to this then. And I'm going to move you out of my way because I don't understand what's happening with you at the moment. We'll just do a little cleanup here. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. All right. Well, you're not 5-pointed. Not 5-pointed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one. Maybe Daisy Dock. Simple potion that will grant courage. Okay. Pretty sold on that right off the bat. A red flower to protect the mind. Candlewood. I feel like it's... Is it St. John's Poppy that does the mind stuff? Or is that an eyesight thing? I can't remember now. Hearing. It's hearing. Okay. So, it's bright red, it says. Eye bright, that's seeing. What is candlewood then? Is it going to be candlewood and I just completely overlooked it because I was like, it's this other one. Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of mind afflictions. All right, well, that's pretty solid. And then what was the third thing? A seed pod. For luck. Oh, what was that one? Is it... Oh, crap, I don't remember what it was called. Have I discovered it, or is it yet to be discovered? Felicis, whatever. Felix Felicis? There we go. From Harry Potter. Maybe it's that. I don't think it's Larkshine, though. Defense mechanism. Does that have to be reference to the... Okay, no. Pain. No, it's not that. Okay, I really don't remember which one was luck. Seed pods. Nothing here is making me think of seed pods, though. Ooh. Except for that one that obviously is not it. Norwood. It's not Norwood, is it? No. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Turn the page. Oh, I guess I could have just picked the first selection. Blue flower. Bishop's parasol, that's a mushroom. Brimlock has no flowers. Warming effect. Skin rashes. Good fortune. Not luck, though. A seed pod for luck. Nope. Locks. Okay. Eye strain. That's a mushroom. Nope. Daisy Dock. Daisy Dock's already in there. Dead man's fingers. Not gonna be that. Devil's Nightcap. Ingested as a seed will cause a slow, agonizing death. Fevers and poisons. Nope. Nope. Okay, this is the mind-altering abilities. Elderfinium. Antidote. Protective properties. Overpowering. Rejuvenate aching bones. Eye bright. Eyesight. Strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. Okay. Energy boost. Sleeping drafts. Friendship. Digestive troubles. That is the poison. Okay. Okay. Luring to them to their demise. Dental hygiene, stomach distress. High-pitched shrieks. Henchuck. Startling effects on memory. Oh, this is the memory loss one. Okay. Hop heart. Pain relief. Jacob's worth. Pointing the way to things. Memory deterioration. Yeah, it's not that. Curing afflictions of the heart. Utterly draining a person's mental faculties. Truthsayer. Paralyzing agents. Lift curses. Focusing. Okay. Down to secrecy. Okay. Oh, difficult to care for. Pleasant looking plant touching painful sores. Pass on notice. Confidence and persuasiveness. Focus. Sweet breath. Filter toxins. Uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. Presence of poisons. Oh, no. Okay. Good fortune. Sheep snaps. It's not something I have discovered yet. The green seed pods. Is this a plant that I have? Is it this, maybe? Somewhat pungent. The green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped to the south. They call this plant bulbs of bayonee. It's the only thing that looks like it might be even remotely looking like a seed pod. Because this is a fruit. Fruits are berries. These are mushrooms. And then these are all my remaining... You know what? I'm just going to give it a shot. Nope. Okay. So that makes me think I don't have the plant. Because I'm 99% sure it's a seed pod for luck. Good fortune. That feels pretty obvious. And I really don't think I've got it, which means I'm going to have to solve a clue. I need to figure out where the frick this tree is. I'm really annoyed with myself for not remembering. Okay, I'm going to look at the daughters. Okay, it's not the daughters. I'm going to go look at... Is it the place where I made the offering to the Arduino? It might be. Although if it is, I think I already looked. Nope. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure that I looked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I looked here. Is it in Kendall? I'm gonna look at this. Is this where this tree is? Oh, crap. Is there someplace else that has a tree that I'm not remembering? Or maybe it's because I already made that offering and I can't go back to the square where it was. Maybe. Yeah, I might have to do a hint if I can't remember where this damn tree is. Okay. Well, let's just pretend... Well, if it was here... Hold on. Oh, nope. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. And, oh, crap. I left the drawer open and now it's like, you want to see all of this stuff, right? So that was originally here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like Kendall's going to be wrong, though. Oh! Wait. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Black Hall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter, Robert Barrow. Presumably, you're the owner of Strange Horticulture. Did I already do this? Has this already been done? Copper. I already do this. Oh! I've already explored here. Okay, I was like, wait a second. Wow! No. Okay. Well... the hell is that tree, man? Elixir of the Damned. I wonder if I already have the plants for this. That's really not what I wanted to do. Okay. Let's just start here. Arbutum maculosus and mens. Arbotum alacritus, which is Caballia. Caballia? And maculosus and mens. Mens fortis, Dranthium. Dranthium. and maculosus. Henchuck. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. It said fruit. Those don't look right, though. Unless it is this. Nope. Okay, there goes my mind. All right. Well, we might have to just do a hint since we're obviously missing something. All right. Obviously missing something. I'm probably going to be annoyed too. Probably going to be like, oh, damn it, I forgot, blah, 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 you know? Whatever the blah, blah, blah may be. No. There we go. Feel revived. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I may not have that third plant. All right. Yes, we are talking to you. I'm going to go ahead and do a hint and see what it gives us. I'm not sure I have all the plants I need for this elixir yet. I need to take another look at the clue card. I wish it would say the raven card or something, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe that will lead me to the plant I am looking for. So, the two clue cards. One is the tree and one is this. I feel like it's got to have something to do with Endmore and this dial thingy. But unfortunately, I'm not picking up on whatever the connection is between the raven and the spider. Unless it's... Let's see. Because that goes around this square. And this is the raven. And this... Is this the halfway point? Is this... No. And I feel like I've been to this point. Did I investigate this point? Because it's kind of halfway between the raven and the spider. More important things. Okay. Well. This card looks like one of those Briar Disc clues, but with an extra entry. I wonder if I can start the second clue from the location given by the first. Oh, okay. Hold on. That's interesting. I didn't even really think about that potential. I was thinking it had to be a combination of the two, not like step, step, step. So we will try that, obviously, because otherwise it wouldn't be the hint, right? But that's interesting to me. Okay. Okay. So end more, and then Raven is second, right? Where is it? There it is. Raven is second. So if we move it up to here, which is that, and then spider. Okay. A jackdaw croaks, hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass among them. Some plants grow. Okay. I have not looked at either one of their updates yet. I did see they both have gotten updates, though, and I'm going to have to start over again on Autonomica. And then fishing on Teddy's, so I'm really curious to see what that's like. And I'm also seriously considering picking up another game because it's bundled with Bookshop Simulator right now and on a sale for, it just got released 2 days ago. It's the Retro Rewind, which is like running a old video store, and it definitely hits some nostalgia buttons for me. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what the fishing mechanic is like on Teddy's Haven for sure. That's that sheep one. Sheep snap or whatever. Whatever this white one is. That's interesting. Okay. Well, you can come up here. And then we will look at you. The leaves are strong and leathery. And then this is going to say, though the baubles look soft, they are in fact quite hard. Yeah, that's that sheep snap thing. Okay, so we'll stick that up in here. And then we will go over to this one and this one. Watched Riley play that last night. The video one, the Retro Rewind. I saw Jersey was playing it a long time today. But yeah, I played the demo for a little bit yesterday, and it was definitely hitting nostalgia buttons for me, just from growing up with video stores like that, and then subsequently working in Blockbuster for almost a decade. Is that almost a decade? It was like 9 or 10 years. I did one of my jobs for 10 years and one of my jobs for 9 years, and I can never remember which one it is. Pretty sure Blockbuster was like total 9 years, although I did take some time off for maternity leave when I had my first kid. Okay. I'm creating this elixir. What's happening? But I'm torn right now. The sale ends on the 24th. And because it's a Steam thing and it's a bundle, it's a little bit cheaper than even like the 20% off it is right now because I have Bookshop Simulator already. So it'd be like, oh, this might be a good time to go ahead and pick it up. But also, do I really need another sim game in my life right now? I mean, no, but also yes. All right, new elixir acquired. What was the name of it? Whatever this one is. St. Quentin's elixir. All right, let's put it over here with the other elixir. Okay, and then we will label that bad boy. Okay. Did I spell that correctly? Elixir. Okay, there we go. It was like, I feel like I typed an extra letter in there by accident. All right, archive you. And then put this back over here. Oh, and then I need to go give that to this dude. Here, take this. Right? Right. Try not to lose your other eye, sir. Prittle. Coveted by the rich, pretty prittle is crushed to make dyes. This is a very rare plant that is hard to come by and requires great care to cultivate. Okay. Hey, David. There is a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's called Isidore Burbage. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it as hard as he could. What a dick! I rushed over and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance, right? Sadgill Chalice. Okay, that is obviously another one of those things. Where is Sadgill then? And where's the chalice? There. The chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgill to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush grass. Oh, it's Audrey! It's a little Audrey. I'll stick you over here somewhere. And then we'll look at you. Sharp thorns grow along the edges of the upper leaves. It also looks like a mouth. Oh, put that down here. And we'll put you in there. And then we will ding and pet the kitty. Verona tells me you are working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Swift Snare. The Binder, Ankle Grabber, and Never Let Go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clues as to its properties. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extricate oneself without help. Swift Snare has small, heart-shaped leaves. Interesting. Molly Bell. My daughter is getting married and I want to decorate the church with nice flowers. I believe there is a plant with small blue cup-like flowers that is supposed to bless their union. Yeah. Pretty sure it might be that. Trimblehuff is traditionally used as a decoration at weddings. Fantastic. Pet you again, baby. Oh, hello. I can't help noticing that Dreyer Huntsman is still alive. Yeah? You don't seem to understand the importance of our work here. If you are not with us, then you are against us. When the redemption comes, and it will come, you will regret your actions. Praise the Dendro. Well, I wasn't gonna, like, do something to screw with him, though, man. I wasn't gonna, like, sabotage him. He already lost an eye, damn it. Well, he didn't at that point, but, you know, still. Okay. Decay gives way to new growth. From death, life. Oh, can I reverse that so I can actually read it without having to do weird contortion things with my head? Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Ah, the dead body. The second dead body. Okay. Can I turn this upside down, please? The cycle starts again. West of White Scar by the river. Okay. West of White Scar. White Scar. West by the river. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder. From the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. Fancy. It has a soft aroma that reminds me of a pine forest. Okay. Oh, hello, David. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. Okay. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently, there is a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, so Arnside, somewhere to the east. All right. Arnside. Is it this? White Scar Cave? Is it that far? Okay. Oh, that's that weird mushroom that can be fatal. A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground. Just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. Oh, Farmer's Worry. It's not where this mushroom grows. It's what I need to... Oh. To get in there. But that's dangerous. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. This is the only mushroom that looks like this, though. Farmer's Worry. Twilight Lepiota. In the twilight where shadows grow, take leaf and root and eye of crow, a plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Okay. All right, where's my labels? There they are. So this one is Farmer's Worry. Okay. And then where are we here? Fox button. Okay. There we go. Collect 2 new plants. Oh, 2 new mushrooms. Okay. Dark and imposing. Strange. My fingertips feel slightly numbed. Waxy reddish caps. Okay. And you can go in there. Good for you. Ding! I love that when he's asleep and you ring the bell, he's surprised. The cat. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there is nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Okay. Oh. Please, I'm begging you. The elixir of the damned. Okay. Oh, God, it's gonna take her soul, man. Would she want that? I don't know, dude. All right, I'm almost wondering if this is the one now for that middle one. I don't remember what the other 2 were, though. So let's go ahead. They were kind of close to the front. Cabalia. And then... Dranthium. And then... What was that other one called? This one. Henchuck. Nope. Okay. Brewing elixirs is delicate art. Okay, well, let's look at this again. The fruit of henchuck can have startling effects on fruit. Bulbous turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. Okay. A tuberous bulb has an unusual structure growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. So there's that one, and then there's this one. Red fruits, long, flat leaves. I don't think it's gonna be this. Nope. Eight miles to the east. Man, it's just driving me nuts because I remember seeing it. Alright, I'm gonna go here. No. Yes. I'm gonna go here. And see if it gives me that. No, it doesn't. Ah, it's driving me crazy. Do I have the plants for it? Okay. It's acting like I have it. Because that didn't tell me to go find the clue or that I don't have all the parts, you know? The fruit of the henchuck. Tuberous bulb. Growing in bursts. It just... Alright, I'm gonna Google what does a tuberous bulb look like? Tuberous bulb look like? No. Don't try and autocorrect me. Irregular. Okay. Looks like a thick, swollen, and often irregularly shaped underground stem, similar to a potato or a dahlia tuber, featuring brown tough skin. So let's see if you can give me... Right. Okay. So it's like... It's interesting that it says a tuberous bulb, because this graphic is giving me that tubers and bulbs are two different things. So that's weird. Because the only thing that looks like a bulb to me is this. All right, so... What were the other two? I know I've done them twice now. Oh, Dranthium. Mind-altering abilities. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's acting like I've got the things, you know? Dead find peace in the afterlife. Jeez, okay. Duranthium. Caballia. Okay. Growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. Yeah, see, just none of this looks right. Dark blue, purple flowers. Overpowering and sickly sweet scent. I feel like that's the truth one. Yellow flowers, very strong aroma, slightly aniseedy. Somewhat pungent. Those don't look like bulbs, though. And this was wrong. And this one was wrong. Delicate flowers. The leaves feel smooth and soft underneath. The large stamen seems to be the source of that acerbic odor. The leaves are strong and leathery. And I haven't discovered henchuck yet. Did I try this one? I tried this one, right? This is the only other thing. The bulb is quite firm. Well, it says bulb. And it says fruits. Okay. It just really doesn't look like what I would expect it to look like. But there we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to say that's henchuck. Henchuck. Henchuck Norris. No. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how they use, like, seemingly things that would be opposites. Or not opposites, but, like, different. Tubers and bulbs are different. But, again, I'm not a, like, real-life plant person, so what the hell do I know? Okay. And the elixir of the damned. So let's label that bad boy. Did I already stick it in here? Uh-oh. The elixir of the damned. Okay. But I'm going to ignore that article and leave it there for the alphabet. All right. The elixir of the damned. Are you sure you want to do this, man? I don't know if I feel good about this. This feels bad. Haverage. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought-after plant. It is said that if you give haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. Okay. I pet you so that I don't wake you up with the bell. How about that? Althea O'Shea. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get a hold of some liverstone here. Do I have liverstone? I do not. I might, but also, caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. Oh, don't know how comfortable I feel giving this to you, madam. Yep, feel slightly numbed. Alright. Okay. Thumb. Oh, pronounced tomb. So, tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Okay. Death soap. Alright. Liverstone. And now... There we go. Oop. Oh, hello. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Okay, I need to look at what these two things do. So, dead man's fingers. This fungus is typically found in dense forests protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth. Said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Or... Widow's Woe. Said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Now, why would I want to induce fear? I don't think I'd want to do that, honestly. Is it inducing fear in her or inducing fear in the thing? Because I kind of feel like I need to do Dead Man's Fingers. So let's do Dead Man's Fingers. Okay. Carnivorous Tauren. Known in the north as Andrew's Bane after the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardin. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the Tauren. Okay. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the Tauren stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. Okay. Well, that was Dead Man's whatever. Dead Man's Fingers. Dead Man's Fingers. No, not finders. Fingers. Okay. Okay. And then you come over here somewhere. Where did the other... There should be a plant over here. Why did it get put over here? Okay, so this is... You go in there. Nope. Okay. There's Stranthium. I wish it would return it to where I had it, you know? Like, if I'm going to take this time and put things in order, the least you can do is put them back where I had them. Game. I think it goes there. So where's the other one? Candlewood. Candlewood's up here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Hollis Gibb. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. Yes. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Glowhorn. Okay. Oh, no. Just turn the page, please. Glowhorn. The glowhorn or forest lantern or pixie lamp is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that it grows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. Well, you glow. Okay. Pennybell. The leaves of the pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Well, don't do that then. That sounds like a bad idea. Glowhorn. Okay. Oh, I went way too far. Somewhere in here, I think. Gray. Gilded. Glow. There we go. End day. Okay, where are we at? I kind of feel like I should take my break. Well, let's look at this card. To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. Okay. She finally had the power she had craved all these years, a servant to do as she willed, but that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then we will take our break and reset our brains a little bit. I'm still, like, a little foggy, too. It kind of sucks. I had to take some more anti-congestion stuff, and it just... that stuff just always gives me a little bit of brain fog, like, as it's the daytime cold stuff, and it doesn't put me to sleep like the nighttime stuff does, but it creates, like, this fogginess, and that's so awesome when you're trying to, like, puzzle through things. It's great. But we'll, you know, do what we do. Ominous. I know, right? Like, things are... And the fact that... I'm assuming the story is about the gal in the jade mask, and I'm assuming... like, things are not gonna, like, they're not going well. It's attacking people, and she wants it to stop, and she can't control it. That's no good. You shouldn't summon stuff like that. Like, there's a reason there's warnings. Anyway. I'm curious if we'll ever see it, you know? I don't know if the game will do that or not, but... curiouser and curiouser. Or how many more dead bodies will pile up. Anyway. Okay. Don't forget, like, follow, subscribe if you would like to, and you are enjoying your time and would like to hang out more and not miss things that I post and times that I am live and all of those good things. But if you are still here when I get back from my break, thank you so much. If you're not, have a lovely day, night time, wherever you are, whenever you are, as my phone starts to yell at me about different times, because of course it does. But I will be back in a few minutes, so take a break, and I'll be back. Right. We're back. We made it. My husband started to talk my ear off, and I'm like, I gotta go, man. I've gotta solve some murders. Okay. Okay, we gotta figure out which of these castles. There's more than one castle. And I now have 2 clue cards that I don't know what to do with. So that's not great. Okay. Well, let's take a peek. To the east of the castle. So there's a castle here, but there's really no river. So it's not that castle then. There's this castle. Across the river. And through the mountain pass. It grows on the edge of the wood. Now, I suppose it could be this mountain pass. And this is a wood. So it's possible it's here where Whitefell is. Is there another castle? Ambleside. Lowick, Foxfield. Gleaston. But if we go east across... This isn't really a river here. It's kind of, you know, like more of a lake. And there is no mountain pass here. So I feel like this isn't right. There's this castle. And if we go east across the river, there's mountains here and then woods here. So I'm wondering if it's this one. I'm going to go here. Awesome. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Ooh. Oh. Is that one that's like hallucinogenic but could also kill you? All right, I'm going to put that up here. Oh, it won't go. Oh, yes, it will. Okay, and then I'm going to examine it. It moves fast for a plant. Okay. I'll wake the baby up and then ding the bell. Hey, Verona. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. Oh no, what? I don't know if I have all that. What? Oh. We must act before it is too late. Gather the plants and meet me at the ritual site. And now I have no bell. Oh, shit. Do I have everything I need? This is about the disc. Five plants were required for the ritual. The specific plants are not known. Okay, but it doesn't actually give me... Okay, let's read this again. The woken dendru is loyal to the summoner who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. This... Nope. Shut up, phone. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher. The Great Oak, and the Dendru was ousted from the world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants are not known. Well, near Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher. So Blackcomb is here, and I think the oak is there. Yep. A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Continue. I don't know what they are, though. How am I supposed to know by this point? Like... I feel like I've only gotten one thing that's like, hey, this is involved with the ritual, right? Oh, got something on my arm. Okay, stop. Ow, that was itchy. Okay. Crap. And I don't even remember what the thing was. All right, well, let's look at the book. Was it you? Working on... From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. And I don't remember what he gave me here. Because I feel like he gave me a page here, and I don't remember what it was. This is where the symbol is. Gosforth. Hold the phone. Because I was like, maybe I should start looking through all the crap that I have in my inventory. Okay, where is Gosforth then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. Okay, let's collect those. Oh god, okay. New plants acquired. So now, where did they go? This one. The flowers are very delicate. The petals fall easily. I'm going to stick you up here. And then this one. A bland smelling flower. Okay. Like, I almost feel like this has something to do with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. Like, it almost feels like it matches this, but what does that mean in relation to, is there like something to match it in this book somehow? I was trying to think of like, was that the Deathly Hallows where like the symbol was written inside the little children's book? I was almost wondering if something from this would match something with this. You know? Like maybe something that looks like it's part of the page, but it's really not. It's like an extra clue. Okay, maybe not. really hope I don't have to go through page by page here with that thing. I also wondered if I should start labeling some of the plants that I have not officially discovered yet. Just to see if I can get them labeled with potential. But maybe they all need to have 5 petals. Maybe. That's a good idea. But so far I'm not seeing anything. I would have thought I would have seen at least one right now. If there was like something drawn in the margin somewhere or something like that, like I would have seen something by now. We're halfway through the alphabet. Brittle. Covered by the rich. Coveted by the rich. This has 5 petals. Do I have something that might look like that? This doesn't really look like... Oh! What? Hold the phone. Oh! What's it called? It's the locksmith one. Dark magic. Lovelock. Clavilium. Because I was like, I need a key for this. I completely forgot that I had a freaking plant that was about unlocking stuff. Follow the Dudon tributary to its source. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth to lift a curse. Last a petal to secure black blood's reverse. Okay, I'm putting this in here. Yeah. And that freaking coin. I'm so glad I decided to I was like, I'm just going to start looking at all the shit in my inventory. And there was that freaking tree. I knew I had seen it somewhere. All right. So, Dudon Tributary. I just got to find Dudon. River Sprint, River Loon, Levin, Crake. Oh, and I'm assuming this is the tributary because this is the River Dodon. Oh, where's my little Scrappy Doo? Give me Scrappy Doo. Okay, to its source. This one? I've never seen this plant before, and here it is growing in abundance. Ooh, look at that. Tell me what it looks like. A somewhat damp smell, dark red flowers. Okay. Oh, kind of want to move some stuff over here. Maybe I'll do greens over there. Okay, so how do I know? Is it matter which way I put them in here? First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Okay. What is this? Writer's desk. Condemned Drew is loyal. Okay. I feel like these are all just things to help me figure out other things. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to need those. Okay. Corpse's friend. Frickin' frack, I don't remember. Burn, psychic abilities, ankle grabber. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth to lift a curse. And last, a pedal to secure Black Blood's reverse. Okay. So some of them are going to be ones that I've figured out, I think, because I think I've gotten the pedal to secure Black Blood's reverse. Because that should be the... Is it the antidote to the miasma thing? Okay. Feeding on light. Okay. To cure all manner of skin rashes. Warming effect. Find peace in the afterlife. Is it Cabalia? I'm gonna... Where is Cabalia? Clavilium. Candlewood. Where is Cabalia? Did it get moved because I used it in a thing? This one? Okay, I'm gonna stick it here. Produces a afflictions of the mind. Nope. Okay, carnivorous tauren. Uses a cauldron. Okay, so dark magic. Okay, no. Common Trouse. Eye strain. Take it before going into battle. Rejuvenation effect. Appear younger, you will become frail and brittle. Devil's Nightcap. This plant is known colloquially as Corpse's friend. Okay, so this was the one I was thinking of. Okay, so it's not this. Devil's Nightcap. Okay. Devil's Nightcap. Okay. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. This one smells like pine. So I'm going to say that that one might be Devil's Nightcap. Question mark. Okay. A reminder. The binder. Is it just because it rhymes? Curse and reverse. Curse. Interesting. Okay. Mind altering. Fourth. Okay. Fearbringer. Curse. Okay. Antidote. Elderfinium. Elderfinium. Okay, so that is... I don't know if they have to get put in a specific order. Plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Fear, curse. Nope. I'm pretty sure this is the one. No, maybe not. This might not be the one. It moves, though. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Protective properties. Rejuvenate aching bones. That's to see at night. Strength for short periods. Energy boost. Sleeping drafts. Friendship. Digestive troubles. That's the poison. Illumination? Maybe? Da, 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 da. Dental hygiene. Burned as incense. High-pitched shrieks. Da, 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 da. It is said that if you give haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. I'm thinking that's this one. Haverage. Haverage. Henchuck. Memory loss. It's not that. Okay. Pain relief. Pointing the way. Memory deterioration. Stinging barbs. Curing afflictions of the heart. Utterly drain a person's mental faculties. It's not quite fear bringer, because I feel like there was one specifically about fear. Truthsayer. Paralyzing agent. Lift curses. Long varicund. Okay. It's another known one. This is still a potential. Oh, what was Maiden Sorrow? Focusing. Used for trust. Sores. Most remarkable, allowing a person to pass on notice. Confidence. Sharp focus. Improvement to air quality. Hallucinogenic properties. No, that's not what we're looking for. Corpse's friend. Or is that corpse's friend? Lift a curse. Oh no, this was Blackbud's for reverse, and this one was lifting a curse. What was this one supposed to be again? Devil's Nightcap? I don't remember now. Gastric distress. Make dyes. Uncover that which is hidden. Turn black in the presence. Okay, it detects the poison. Oh, release the bind of Swift Snare. Swift Snare is the one that... Ankle grabber. Good fortune. Blinding light. Satanic practices. Memory recovery. That's not what we're doing, though. Hearing. Resulting in insanity and death. That's not the same thing as fear, though. Deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home. The binder, ankle grabber, the never let go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clues to its properties. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extricate oneself without help. Has small... I'm assuming it's this one. Because this moves. And that would make sense for something that grabs. So I'm going to go ahead and do... Swift Snare question mark. Oh, I guess I could have been making them different colors. I didn't even know. I guess I could have used color coding as question marks. Tomb. Sometimes associated with death. Wedding decorations. A plant of gloom and despair. Is that the same thing as fear? Do not be fooled by the pretty flower, singular. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Sweet scent. Well, that's not it. Those leaves don't look right. Acerbic. Now, he said acerbic was like a citrusy kind of thing. I wouldn't call that foul. All right. We'll think about it. Twilight, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Something with an L. Okay. It moves. Lead to gold. Widow's woe. Ah, induce fear. Widow's woe. There we go. Also called kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Now, these flowers are dark, right? Long, thin leaves? Probably. I feel like that's the only flower I've seen described as dark. So I'm going to move this over here. That might be all 5, right? Be crazy. Widow's woe. Question mark. All right. So, widow's woe would be fear. Devil's nightcap is corpse's friend. So that's 1. It doesn't seem to matter about the order, maybe. So can I just stick them all in there? Ankle. Widow's woe is the fear bringer. And then this one is the elderfinium is the antidote. Ah. 4 out of 5. Crap. It has a soft aroma that reminds me of a pine forest. Okay, that's... This plant is known colloquially as corpse's friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Now, I'm assuming a reminder, the binder, secure, like I'm assuming those are just kind of filler words for making like it kind of poetic and rhyme. I'm hoping that that doesn't mean something else, you know? Okay. Flowers are deep blue. Okay, but because I was like, wait, that says deep. But Widow's Woe said long, thin leaves. Right? Long, thin leaves. These are not long, thin leaves. Overpowering, sickly, sweet scent. See, I feel like that's... Long vericund. Let's double check. Sometimes called witch's remedy, the long vericund is believed to lift curses. And elderfinium is the one that does last a petal to secure black blood's reverse. Brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma, a deadly poison that causes blood to slowly turn black. I feel like those two have got to be right. And they've already been identified. And this one specifically says corpse's friend. Okay, let's look and see if anything else seems to say pine. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. Sweet rhubarb. Sharp and citric. Long, thin leaves. But the flowers are not dark. Bland smelling. Sharp thorns grow along the edges of the upper leaves. The flowers are very delicate. The petals fall easily. But the flowers are not dark. Unpleasant scent. And this says nothing besides the fact that the flowers are dark. Dainty dark flowers. Long thin leaves. Like everything else seems to match up there. Swift snare. It looks like something you would snag. And then this one says pine. Are they... It said 4 out of 5 plants. Not that they were like in the incorrect order. And honestly, if they were like supposed to go in here in a certain order... More than one would have been wrong. Because you would think at least 2 would have to be wrong. All right, let's keep looking at these plants and see if there's anything else that I missed as far as like pine. Somewhat pungent. Yellow flowers, very strong aroma, slightly aniseedy. What does aniseedy smell like? Okay. That's what I was thinking, was that it smelled like black liquor. I mean, like black aniseed was gonna smell like black licorice. But I was like, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it means something else. Okay. I already looked at this one. Somewhat pungent. A somewhat damp smell. Dark red flowers. Hold on. A damp smell. Dark red flowers. Dainty dark flowers. These could be dainty. And these are long, thin leaves. Maybe that's the mistake. Maybe I made the assumption because these said dark flowers. Let's try. I was thinking something else might smell like pine. That's why I was wanting to make sure what aniseedy meant. Okay. So, Widow's Woe is fear. Nope. I just picked up the wrong plant. Okay. Because I didn't remember... just to make sure. Does anything else smell like pine? Sweet scent. Acerbic. That's going to be a citric thing, not a pine thing. Leaves are strong and leathery. Bell-like flowers, heart-shaped leaves. Okay. All right. Dark with the same, almost the same type of leaves. Okay, good. Well done. I will take it from here. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. Reuben Ward, what do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? God, I hope so. I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning around, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly towards us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. Oh my. What was that thing about being patient? I think we're out of time. I want to know who the masked woman is. Do not be afraid. I am here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm scything towards her. Her scream pierces the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claw ends up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid which Reuben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again, and is slowly advancing with strange, jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. Okay, I'm going to say it out loud just because there was some question about it earlier and before it might get revealed. I wonder if the woman in the jade mask is Simone, because there was question of whether or not she could be trusted. It's just a thought. There is an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Oh, performed the ritual. Okay. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I have been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We are fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. Oh. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of Strange Horticulture, of course, with Hellebore for company. It's quieter around here, but I am content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. Is that the end? Oh. It is done. The servant can go back to being a dark story for dusty shelves. All right. Oh, was her name Thea Ward the whole time and I just didn't put it together? That was his daughter? Maybe. All right, so Reuben Ward is alive, attempting to reconnect with his daughter. Verona Green, she regularly visits you for advice. You have become firm friends because Verona is pretty awesome. I think she's my favorite. Bethany is alive, in your debt. Your actions help save the sisterhood. Faye, she has not dreamed of the servant since she performed the ritual. Ennis is in hiding. He has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he is living in Rydal Cave once again. Forrest Vare is wounded. Both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. Thea is in hiding, ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death. It is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. And Isidore Burbage is alive, currently pursuing legal action against Strange Horticulture. Ah! He's pursuing legal action against my shop. Now, this makes me think that there are multiple ways this could have played out. Like, some of my decisions could have led to people dying that are alive here. So I'm wondering about that. Ending 2. Oh, ending 2. I bet there's multiple endings. Okay. And I'm actually gonna Google it really quickly. Does Strange Horticulture have multiple endings? It was like automatic. Yes. 8. Interesting. Particularly regarding which plants you give to key characters. And it always concludes on day 16, and the endings are often categorized into 4 main paths, each with 2 variations of success or failure based on your final actions. Interesting. Okay. Well, cool. So there you have it. Like, I was wondering earlier if it mattered what you gave to people. I wonder if, like, we could kill what's-his-butt who tries to sue us. Give him some, like, all the bad plants. That's terrible. Okay. And I wonder, as there was that point to, and it wasn't Simone, so my prediction was very, very wrong. But I wonder if we gave her the truth-telling thing. I bet that was a key choice. And it makes me wonder if all of the times that you could have done one or the other would result in a different ending, or if there are, you know, kind of ones that don't matter as much. I don't know. So bad. You're the one who was like, give him that plant. But that makes me want to play it again. Not necessarily on stream and not right now for sure. But, like, it would be fun to do it again. And it makes me wonder if, because there were so many plants that I hadn't identified, that if some of the other choices would have resulted in me identifying different plants along the way. Because obviously I thought about going up and, like, trying to identify some of the plants to get them out of the running for the last 5 plants. So I don't know. If I had struggled more to figure out that one plant. And I'm glad that I went ahead and took the time to start looking at each of them, because I was thinking the one that was wrong was the pine one. And then it turned out to be the other one, because I had made that one assumption about dark flowers. But yeah, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Not terribly long and replayable. Definitely would recommend it, especially since I'm not going to play all through it all 8 times on stream. So it definitely has that, like, if you're curious about what other endings might happen and who might live and who might die, that's fun. And not so long that it would feel like a burden to play it over and over again. Like, there's some games that I would like to play again, but they're long games. So it takes a lot to want to, like, do it again, you know? So anyway, what time are we at? Oh, we're at 9:40. It's really not enough time to do much of anything else. Okay, so it's only 6. Well, what are we going to do on Sunday? This was supposed to be for Sunday, too. I mean, I could do all kinds of stuff. I could do Teddy, because there's that fishing update, and I have done nothing with Teddy's in a hot minute. We could do Bookshop Simulator, because I haven't done much of anything with that. I need to work on the cafe in the Paris shop. Trying to think of what I don't want to do Disney, Dreamlight Valley right now. Because that's the next stream I have for that is the 2nd, I think. So we have 3 streams that we could do something with. I could go ahead and pick up that video game or the retro rewind and do that. I don't know. What do you feel like? I thought about trying Autonomica again because I'm wondering if they've done anything with optimization. Like there's a combination between the optimization and what my computer can handle with stream. And like my computer is pretty good, but like I think the combination is tough for it. At least it was tough for it before. You know what we should do? I'm gonna hit continue. And let's just take a look at it. Oh, what the? Plants identified, 56 out of 77. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Well, maybe we won't do a little side tangent thing. Maybe we will do whatever this is. Monastery of the Black Veil. Man from Ravenglass. Okay. Cool. I have no problem doing more in here. That's fine with me. Ravenglass. Ravenglass. I am met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who is delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find the Monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of a wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face, and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass, and I've stayed ever since. As I turn to leave, he adds, "Here, if you're serious about going, you'd better have this." Okay. On the edge of a wood, heading west, got them. Eventually to Ravenglass. Crossed 2 rivers and followed a river. So the edge of a wood, heading west, crossed 2 rivers. Okay. The elixir of the Black Veil. Okay, well, scrap all those alternate ideas for at least this evening. And let's see what's going on with this stuff. No seed will grow that does not wither. No water will languish upon the river. No man will last forever hail. All will wear the blackened veil. Leaf of the Storian, dark flower of the tomb, stench of the twilight. You won't find the Monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. Oh, okay. So, give me a second to finish. I need to label those plants that we confirmed. This is not Widow's Woe. How do I... Can I delete? Okay. Ah, excellent. I was kind of hoping that that would be the case. Okay, so Elder Finium. I'm so pleased that this has more than one ending. I'm really glad. Like, I don't mind terribly if a game presents like it has choices that really don't result in anything. Like, that's annoying because it kind of makes you feel like it should matter and then it doesn't necessarily matter, but it depends on the game. Like, if the game is still fun, I'm not going to spite it too heavily. But if a game, you know, definitely has the choices matter, that's always a bonus, you know, and especially if it's a bonus to where you can have multiple endings. So that's awesome. Makes me wonder if the second one is also like that. Okay. Swift Snare. And Widow's Woe. There's a lot of W's. I don't remember how many W's, but there's a lot. Worryless. Widows. Okay. And then what was the last one? Swift Snare? Oh, and I'm wondering if it's going to keep track now for plants identified. I was going to boot up Autonomica to see if we could see if it was still laggy tonight, but we may not have time for that if there's more to this game, so we will find out. Okay. Let's explore. Let's get our... Oh, crap. Don't do that. What else is out here? Okay, let's close this up. That's not what I want. There we go. Okay, so Ravenglass is here. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. He left me here in Ravenglass. So I'm assuming we followed this river. We crossed 2 rivers, then followed a river. So, for a while, on the edge of a forest. Now, I'm assuming we followed this river for a bit. And then we were, like, somewhere in this region. The monastery was on the edge of a wood. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers. I'm going to try here. Nothing here. Damn. Okay. It may take me a minute to figure out exactly where this was because I don't know how far they went west before they crossed 2 rivers. And I wonder if this post-story thing is always the same or not. Okay. Should I try here? Because if they went west and crossed 2 rivers and then followed this river where the river was on the left... Is this too much in the woods? Nope. Okay. 3 figures, their faces hidden behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the horticulturalist. Then the one on the center of the group adds they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. The final member of the trio stays silent. And I didn't make this elixir before I left the house. Or the shop. Good job. So where the heck was that? It was this woods here. Okay. So I'm going to leave. And I'm going to go home and make this freaking elixir. Oh. Hold on. Let's look at the ingredients. Leaf of the Storian. Dark flower of the tomb. And stench of the twilight. Okay. Leaf of the Storian. Is that a plant name that I don't remember? Storian. The dark red fruit should not be ingested under any circumstances as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. A cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Storian. Now, this is the only dark red fruit I have at the moment. Does that mean that it is the Storian? And then dark flower of the tomb, associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Dark flower, so it does have a flower. Those leaves don't look right, though. Those leaves don't look right. Those leaves might be right. Smells like sweet rhubarb. Tomb, maybe? Stench of the twilight. There's something called something twilight, right? Twilight Lepiota? In the twilight where shadows grow, take leaf and root and eye of crow, a plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Sickeningly sweet. No, because these flowers look like something else. That's the one I'm pretty sure does the truth. Very delicate. Nope, I'm pretty sure I know what that one is too. Somewhat pungent. Those leaves don't look right though. Does it smell like strawberry dipped in honey? That's not it. Acerbic. I wouldn't call acerbic foul, though. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. Nope. I feel like this one is the wrong one. And this is bland. Alright, was this the acerbic? Nope. Okay. Well. Let's ring the bell and see what happens. Oh. Hi, Simone. Didn't mean to, like, think you were summoning things. It's good to see you too, Hellebore. It has been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? I must admit I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. We did. I've been collating some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all these plants. Let's start with the moonlight flower, Bella Knox. I've always loved that one. Do I have a listing in my book for that? I do not. Oh no. Wait a second. Somewhat pungent. No, stop. Is that... Nope, that's not what I want. Do those leaves look right for this? What were the other two? Tomb. TH. Sometimes associated with death. Dark flower of the tomb. And leaf of the Storian. Was that what I tried earlier? Am I being dumb? Maybe. If I have to rebuild my mind, I have to rebuild my mind. See, I'm wondering if I have all the plants. Because this is still a thing. What the hell do I do with this thing? It's so bothersome. Can I stick this in the archive? No. Stench of the Twilight. Because I'm kind of surprised this hasn't come up as being something I haven't solved yet. Look at that. I've been looking at rivers. I didn't look at a frickin' shoreline. There it is. Whatever that square is. Get out of my way. Third time we've played. Anyway. Okay. The gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through scattered clouds, a reset. I'm kind of surprised it didn't crop up as being problematic before now, because all of the other cards have led to things I've needed in the rest of the story. Ooh, look at that flower. Oh, and then those are those blue puff balls. Okay. Right? All right. I don't know why I never looked at the shores. I just assumed it was like a river or like this other land stuff. Obviously, you've seen. You know. Okay. Whew, that's been bugging me, you know? All right, where are these silly plants? All right, there's this one. Soft, pale blue flowers. I think I'm going to have to start taking gambles on what some of these things are and kind of eliminating them, hopefully. A rather unpleasant scent. Well, you want to bet that's the stench of the twilight. And then what were the other two? The dark flower of the tomb. And what was the third one? Was it this red fruit thing? This one? There it is. All right. Oh, I need to label them though. Okay. Ooh. This one is Storian, right? And all I could hear is, have you seen Men in Black 2? It's Men in Black 2, right? Or is it Men in Black 3? The one where they go back in time. Spoiler alert for one of the Men in Black movies. Where they go back in time. It's the third one. And, what's his name? He plays Thanos. And he was the older brother in Goonies. I can see his face. He plays young Agent K. And Will Smith, Agent J, is trying to lie to him and say, like, his girlfriend or somebody is named Sharon. And the, like, flat, disbelieving Sharon. So I don't know why Storian made me think of Sharon, but that's what I heard. What's his name? It's gonna bother me. He's so hot. Yes. And I never thought in Goonies, like, I know he's supposed to be the cute older brother. I don't know, like, he just didn't do it. I mean, I was, like, of the age that I should have, like, he should have been the cute older boy, you know, when I was into Goonies as a kid. But now, oh my God. Are you kidding me? Anyway, enough of that. Let's just have some thirst over here for Josh Brolin. All right. Who else was like that? Oh, Keanu Reeves is another one that's like that. Never, like, he was a cute dude when he was younger, but now, please. All right. He also seems like a really nice person. I think that's the other thing too I really like, particularly. And actually everything I've seen with Josh Brolin has been a nice guy too, so that's probably part of it. I always like it when they're nice, like in real life. All right, Tomb. Which one was Tomb? Dark Flower. It's this one. THUM. But yes, I actually really like Men in Black 3. It has one of my favorite characters in all of the movies. Like, I like, obviously, the two main characters, you know, whether it's Tommy Lee Jones or Josh Brolin. And, Will Smith's character. I like their dynamic together. But the guy that's like experiencing all of the realities at once, I love him. I love how he's written, and like the guy who portrays him, I just love his character so much. All right, where the heck did that... Oh, why are you down here? Did I not label that? Excuse me? We'll label it here in a second. Where is this other plant? I need to label this too. The Elixir of the Black Veil. St. Quentin's Balox. You're on season 3 of Dexter. How did you feel at the end of season 1? I would like to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I'm assuming good enough to continue on to at least season 2. What did I watch with my kid? Oh, we watched Big. And I swear I showed it to him when he was younger, but he had no memory of it. And of course now he's like, I know who Tom Hanks is because he's seen like Forrest Gump and at least 1 or 2 other things with him in it. And one of his favorite movie series when he was growing up was Toy Story. So of course, finding out that Tom Hanks was the voice of Woody was just like mind-blowing to him. Now, of course, he's gotten old enough that he's like, oh my gosh, is this so-and-so? And it's like, yes. But, because that's always fun when you start realizing, you know, actors in different things. But Tom Hanks was one of the first ones that he could really identify because of how much he had, you know, loved watching Toy Story. But yes, we watched Big. So that was a good time. Bella Knox. I still don't have access to that. Okay. So that means I can go back to that one place and give them that elixir. And maybe they'll give me Bella Knox. Had that guy pegged the first time he saw him, although not as Dexter's brother. Well, and okay, spoilers for anyone who has not watched Dexter season 1, especially the ending. I think what we found so satisfying about that movie, and my husband has a big problem with like really big cliffhangers, so I know this was part of it, at least for him. The satisfaction of him just going ahead and killing him. Because they could have left it as a cliffhanger, and they didn't. And that was so satisfying. We were so sold after that season finale that it was just like, oh my God. So, anyway, you know, like, not all of the other seasons are quite as satisfying as that. There are some that are better than others, like in any show, but that moment for us definitely was a, oh my God, they just did it. Like, that was awesome. Okay, I need to label this. This is sheep snap, because I thought I'd already done it, but apparently I had missed it. Hopefully I haven't missed anything else. Wait, where did that go? Shimmerlong. Sheep snap, Royal Gentia. Okay. Elixir of the Black Veil. Elixir identified. Ooh, 4 book entries. The third member of the trio accepts the elixir, and together they disappear into the monastery. Sometime later, they return with a stack of parchment. Hell yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Bella Knox. Excellent. Ooh, wow. Wow. Okay. Poliscus flower is crushed into a paste to cure coughs and sore throats. I feel like I could use that a little bit. Anything to help me with my ear? This author can attest that the supposed cure does not work. Oh. Oh, well, shit. I thought I could, like, close them one at a time. The answer was no. All right. Well, actually, you know what I want to see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 72. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have all 77 entries for plants now, because this number has not changed even though I got new pages. It doesn't give me an idea of how many elixirs there are, so I don't know if that matters, but at least I now have all of the entries in here. I kind of have a feeling I don't have all 77 plants, though. I don't really want to count them, so I'm not gonna. All right, Bella Knox. The moonlight flower, dark, mysterious, and beautiful, has enchanted people for centuries. It is thought to send people mad with obsessive desire, seductively luring them to their deaths like a siren's call. I feel like it might be you. Fantastic. Ooh. Okay. Is she just going to sit here and be like, give me these plants? Like one after the other? That'd be funny. And I'm here for it. I would love the satisfaction of identifying all of these. Spring wax cap. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. Okay. I'm guessing this one because it was waxy, right? Mm-hmm. Huzzah. Boom. Ah, Haverage. Some romantic soul once gave me a stem of Haverage. I think I offended the poor boy when I gagged on the scent. He took it as a bad omen. I mean, I feel like it's fair for him to take it as a bad omen because he was trying to be like, I love you. And you were like, huh, like a cat. Trying to have a hairball. All right. Somewhere over here. Solomon Scepter. Perfect. Haverage. That's that little blue flower one. Nice. Yeah. It seems like she's just gonna like sit here and ask for them. I think I'll give Fool's Midnight a miss. Thanks. Okay. I wonder if I would have had other plants. Did I already say that? Where I thought, like, maybe some of the other roots would have had, like, maybe she asks for the remaining plants to get them identified at the end of the game, but they might be different depending on which ones you identified through the story. I don't know. Haverage. Okay, Fool's Midnight. Used by some as an aphrodisiac, though the potent sulfuric aroma is enough to put off most. The stark mushroom has a fleshy underbelly said to have a unique, sharp taste to those brave enough to try it. Well, I'm pretty sure. As an aphrodisiac. Does it say it smells like sulfur? It smells rotten. Yes. All right. Fool's Midnight. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to use that as an aphrodisiac either. No, thank you. Fool's Midnight. Okay. What? Ooh, Demel. Sounds nice. I wonder if that's what Mum puts in her tea. I've often thought she must have a secret ingredient that makes it extra soothing. This unremarkable flower is related to the common thistle. Its leaves are occasionally brewed into a tea that is used to calm anxiety. Now, I'm assuming it is this one. The leaves are the correct shape, and it smells bland. Oh, Lesser Meridoc. I don't know that one. Isn't that one that causes sores? Isn't that one we might have given to that one dude? Demo. And go. We'll know if it says little yellow flowers on round heads. Round head, yellow flowers. Yup, yup, yup. Okay. Ah! Nope. So I'm wondering if we play a different person in the second game because it's a different shop. But I think it's still set here in Undermere. So it makes me wonder if we are a different person. I wonder if that person was referenced at all in here. I don't know. Because I feel like we went to a couple of shops where, like, it might have been appropriate. Umbrella. It says here that Umbrella smells of strawberries. There are so many conflicting aromas in the shop, I can't pick it out. Is it this one? Strawberry dipped in honey. Umbrella. I've never even heard of a volum. Okay. Well, you... Okay. Um... The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but it is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Evolum has many short, pretty leaves. Kind of feel like it's you. The leaves were only... Like, they were the only ones. All right. And I think we've already gotten all the mushrooms identified, so that's cool. Evolum. I do like the fact that it's giving me the opportunity to identify all the plants, even if I don't replay it. Because that feels satisfying, you know, to get it done. Pennybell next. Okay. Leaves of the pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Pennybell. Wait, look, it looks like a bell. My mother often uses burdum leaves in her cooking. She's too stubborn for superstitions. Okay. All right. Burdum. Thick burdum leaves make a tasty addition to soups and stews. Superstitious folk won't allow burdum into their homes. It is believed to bring bad luck. I'm guessing you. The leaves are strong and leathery. They look a lot like these leaves. Let me just double check. None of those really look right. Go for that. Poliscus. Another herbal remedy for sore throats that doesn't work. Oh well. Let's see what it looks like at least. Alright. Burdum. Poliscus. Wait a minute. I need to read what it's supposed to look like. No, just stick random plants over there. We're not quite there yet. The Poliscus flower is crushed into a paste to cure coughs and sore throats. This author can attest that the supposed cure does not work. Oh, okay, okay. No real clues. Poliscus flower. This is the truth one. I already know which one this is too, because there's only one that's got these like little puffy blue flowers. These are the wrong leaves. Flowers are very, very delicate. The petals fall easily. Leaves feel soft and smooth underneath. Large stamen seems to be the source. I'm wondering if it's that. I feel like it's one of these two. So let's take a peek. This is the blue puffball one. And then Caldery is going to be this one. And then the one before it is Carnivorous Taurin. I'm assuming it's this. Because we'll look at it. All right. And then we've got Lyle of Neptune. That's the truth one. So I'm going to stick it there. And then Meekdew, I'm assuming is this, maybe? Oh. No, this only has 4 petals. Made up of many smaller florets. That's absolutely that one. It's the only plant that's left that's like that. So Poliscus is the one we're trying to figure out. Then I've got Priddle. I'm assuming it's this one. And then sour bandy. Sour bandy can help with memory recovery. Oh, that's right. Large stamen is extremely bitter. And this is only... yeah, so this one is Poliscus. Okay. All right. So we will name you... oh gosh, how was that spelled again? Poliscus. Okay. And then this will be the Lyle of Neptune. And then it's the only other one. Okay, this is that one. Aguaria. Okay. Or Aguaria. I'm doing my best. All right, so we'll call this one Sour Bandy. Nice. Good work. Let's do Meekdew. Oh, nope. I don't want to do that first. I want to label it first. Okay. Okay. Almost there. Carnivorous Tauren. Oh, nope. Label it. Since we already know, we might as well. Carnivorous. Am I spelling that right? Okay. Tauren. Fantastic. Use plant. Alright. Caldery. Which is you. Nope. Pay attention. And that leaves Priddles. So let's go ahead and put everything away. And... a Lyle of Neptune. Somewhere in here. Lemon Dandy. Lady of Summer. Lyle of Neptune. Meekdew. Somewhere in here. Oh, what the hell are you doing over here? No, 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 no. You go over here somewhere. Demol. Deadman. Copper. Just because it'll be satisfying to get it all in order. Alright. Lyle. Where did I put that Meekdew? In the exact spot it needed to be. Like a boss. Alright, I want to stick you over here. Poliscus. And Sour Bandy. Palliant. Pennybell. Fennett. Poliscus. And then this one is Prittle. And it will go... where was that again? Oh, after Poliscus. And then... identify all the plants. Well, that seems to be all of them. You know, I think you've earned the right to call yourself an experienced horticulturalist. Can I pet you, baby? Yes. Okay. Put my book away, put my map away, put my labels away, close my little drawer, and end the day. Now what? Back to the menu? Okay. Sweet. Well, yeah. Well, and it's nice to know I can, like, if you sat with me and watched the whole game, you know, you may not want to pick it up yourself, but it's also nice to know that if you sat with me, even if you did and watch the whole game, you know, there's still other things to do and other avenues to explore. So that's kind of cool. And just it's a cool little game, you know? Yeah, and Strange Antiquities. I'm not going to do it right away. I might give it a few months, just to kind of, you know, have something to look forward to, but also to kind of break up the gameplay a little bit. But yeah, what a fun game. I really liked this, like the atmosphere of it. It was really fun. And it was, you know, a little murder mystery, a little supernatural, that kind of thing. Puzzles were not super complicated. The ones that tripped me up, it was because, you know, not that they weren't difficult, you know, to some degree, but not like crazy. So it was just, you know, like either me misstepping the logic or me making a false assumption. But it's nice that they have built-in hints. Yeah, I think overall I don't even really have any complaints apart from the fact that, you know, like maybe complaining at myself for being like, oh, I should have figured that out or whatever. But I'm always like that when I can't figure out a puzzle and I'm just like, oh. So I'm glad that there were built-in hints for it too. Anyway, where are we at? It is 10:27 here. Well, you know what I do want to do? I do want to just take a quick peek. What do you want to do on Sunday? What do you want to do? Because like I said, we could do all kinds of stuff. We could do Teddy. We could do Bookshop. We could do... Well, this is what I'm testing. I'm testing to see if Autonomica will run during stream. Because we might as well just get a little test in. But yeah, it was a good time. And I'm looking forward to getting the second one done. And I'm kind of hoping that now that I have learned like how they're giving clues a little bit, like maybe I'll do even better with the puzzles on the second one. But yeah, I liked having to figure out which plants were what. And I liked the fact that some of this... Oh, Sons of the Forest is on sale. Dang it. All right, don't look at it. Don't look at it. You don't need to buy more games, even though you're considering buying a different game. Okay. Let us... Oh, will this pull up? What does this say? It's good enough. Oh, another update, guys? Oh, that's right. They had to do another patch. How long is this gonna take? Teddy's or Bookshop? Okay. Yeah, I feel like Bookshop Simulator has had a couple of small updates, but I feel like there's still a lot to do in that. But I also do want to get back into Teddy's. I jumped in once in between now and the last stream we did to try and work on a little bit more of that build I was working on. But I have not made a ton of progress. I feel like I ran into something that was giving me the business. Probably me being obsessive about some weird thing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and see if this will work. Would you want Autonomica if it will run worth a crap? Well, and not that it will run worth a crap, but if my computer can handle running it and streaming. Because I did see that they were recommending people starting over with one of the last updates that they did. I can't remember which one it was. I don't need to look at it on my phone. I have Discord on my computer. So let's see. Ooh. Is there another update? Oh, that's something I already know from another game. I don't stream that game, though. What is this? Oh. Somebody random trying to get my attention on Discord. Do you get those too, where just random people will try and friend you or send you messages, and it's like, I don't know you. Okay. Is this actually showing up on the thing? It is. Okay. Best to start over? Right. Yeah, I don't remember. I saw it pop up and say... There is a bug. Oh, they fixed the one of getting rid of all of the inventory items on load. But yeah. Anyway, I remember seeing it, that they were like, it's better to just start over, which is fine, because I did step away from it for quite a while. Okay. So it looks like the load screen is still part of it's because I was probably looking at stuff on the other monitor. And sometimes that can mess with the game. Even games that aren't this early, you know? But I'm mostly curious about whether or not it's still going to have the lagging issues. Because I can't remember if I think I might have played this once or twice back in January after the last time I tried to stream it and it didn't go so well for me. I think it might have, well, I don't know, man. There's so much stuff still to do in Bookshop. They added a workshop tool in Bookshop Simulator for people to be able to create their own books, which I thought was interesting. An interesting thing to add. Because apparently that is something I think you can do. Like, they're going to add an official in-game way to do it, but they added a way for essentially people to create mods to add their own books into the game. So that's pretty cool. And I can't remember. I feel like there was something else quality of lifey that they added in there, but I can't remember what it is now. Well, we may have... Oh, I was going to say, well, we may have our answer if this won't load. And then it boop, popped up. You said you hadn't gotten back into this yet either? Why are you yelling at me over there? Don't yell at me over there. Okay. So far, it looks pretty good. Did this always say content shoring? Or has that changed? Because this looks the same, like the same notice it was before. But I never noticed it say content shoring. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't even give me a thing to load. Your game does not exist. And then they did add this black box thing. I let my little one vote on the preference because they had like, I don't know, 20 different variations of that thing with different little outfits and stuff. So I let my little one vote. Well, you had big things happen because you have a new family member now. So I'm sure that took precedence over any gaming. And rightly so. All right. Well, the loading screen looked good, but it really comes down to whether or not when I get in the game and start moving around, will it be laggy? Booyah! Do it! Oh, excuse me. Oh! Okay. Still looking all right over there. Surprise! You've crashed. All right. Well, it looks okay from my end. A little bit of a hiccup there on moving the camera around, but not too bad. Feeling cozy. Am I feeling cozy because of a fire? Oh, yeah.
Flight recorder and survival assistant. Certified to withstand crashes, fire, and... System error. Threat detected. Unrecognized form of life. Initiating self-destruction in 3, 2, 1. Just kidding. Defensive response aborted. You may proceed for now. According to my calculations, there shouldn't be any survivors, and yet, here you are. We'll need to understand what happened here, but first, we need to stabilize. New protocol. You and me. I analyze. You improvise. Together, we might last long enough to rewrite the odds. Let's patch ourselves up. Also, for the record,
Yeah.
you look worse than the crash data suggested.
Missing data from an event I clearly experienced that should not happen. You're alive, which was not the most likely outcome. I'm still functioning, although several internal diagnostics disagree. Whatever occurred here does not match my records. Protocol VB-35 is now active. Okay, I'm not going to keep doing this right now, though. Hold on. No. Let's move. Hopefully that's the continue. Is it lagging from your
Scanning
end?
environment. Emergency supply container detected.
Because I'm trying to
Instructions
move.
are clear. Open it, take everything.
Open
Leave
it, take
nothing
everything.
behind. Generosity is for people with better odds. Be right back.
I'm trying to
My
do
curiosity
as
is
much
to
kind of
get back to
testy
it again.
type stuff. Why won't you take this? Q. What? Can I not take... Oh, no, take all. Wait a second. Store all. Wait. Oh, take all, not store all. Fair enough. Don't see anything? Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to do too
Looks like hunger's
much.
kicking in. Fun fact, your brain is only about 2% of you, but it burns around 20.
Okay, I don't want to get to... I'm like, oh, I want to hear this thing. Okay. Well, do we want to do this on Sunday, or would you rather do Teddy's or should I put up a poll? I mean, I don't think very many people will vote on it. I don't know how many people see it because I still don't... Like, I don't get, like, pushed out widely on by the algorithm of YouTube, so I don't know if the poll would matter. And you're here all the time, so I feel like you should get precedence on vote. Do you want this instead, or do you want to do Teddy's or Bookshop? And actually, we could do this. Or do you want to be surprised and I can follow my whims? I don't know. I don't know if we should address that. Looking good. This is good. Okay. So maybe Autonomica then. Kind of follow our whims since we finished up Strange Horticulture. I wasn't sure if it was gonna leak into next week, so it's kind of fun that we wrapped it up tonight. Okay. And there's been updates, so yeah. We'll start this fresh on Sunday. I won't even worry about... I'll just start it over. Give it a try tomorrow? Cool. And that way, if you discover anything cool that I should find, you can always give me pro tips. All right. Well, that should do it for tonight. That was fun. I'm excited we wrapped up that game. I'm excited Autonomica has updates and that it seems to be running well enough to stream on Sunday. And of course, if we run into any issues, we could always switch over to one of our other trusty and also has stuff to do games, either Teddy's or a Bookshop. If you know, it's always nice to have a backup on the I don't know, on the... I feel like there's a word. On the rack? That's not how that's phrased. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I know that my brain is melty. So on that note, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe if you have not done so and you would like to hang out more and catch me when I'm live and all of that jazz. But thanks for hanging out. I'm glad to have you here with me. I hope you have a lovely day, night time, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I will see you next time. Bye. Yeah. And have fun with your puppy.